Narayan, Narayan. We've always thought that Braj Mandal has been the place of worship of Lord Krishna, and that is a renowned fact. However, if we examine the ancient history, archaeology, and the folk traditions of Braj, it becomes clear that Braj Mandal at its heart, Mathura, are equally significant from the perspective of Shakti worship. The Srimad Bhagavad Puran contains several references that indicate the prevalence of goddess worship in Braj. The Gopikas observed the Katyayani Vrat in order to obtain Lord Krishna as their husband. Another important mention occurs in Bhagavad Puran in the 10th Skand, the 34th chapter, where Nand Baba, along with all the cowherds of Braj, travelled in bullock carts to Ambikavan in order to offer worship to the goddess. At Ambikavan, all the cowherds took bath in the sacred Saraswati river and worshipped Lord Shiva as Bhuteshwar and Jagdamba as Chamunda there. To the northwest of Mathura city, near the Masani railway station on the Mathura Vrindavan line, lies the region traditionally identified as Ambikavan. The word Masani is considered a vernacular corruption of Shamshani. Shamshan, as we all know, is known as the cremation ground. So, this suggests that this area may once have been a cremation site. Even today, the temple of Masani Devi exists. Bhuteshwar Mahadev is regarded as the guardian deity or the Kshetrapal of Mathura and as Mahabhairav. In rituals such as bathing, charity, ancestral offering, vows, and religious ceremonies, the sacred resolve or sankalp refers to the Mathura region as Bhuteshwar Kshetri. In common parlance, people remember Bhuteshwar as the Kotwal or the protector of Mathura. Bhuteshwar Mahadev is considered the most prominent and ancient form of Shiva in Mathura folk life. It is traditionally believed that a pilgrimage to Mathura is considered incomplete without his darshan. According to Vahara Puran, Lord Shiva once performed severe austerities for thousands of years. Pleased by his penance, Lord Vishnu asked him to seek a boon. Lord Shiva requested a place to reside in Mathura, the sacred city of Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu gladly granted him this boon, appointing Lord Shiva as the guardian lord of this region. Near Bhuteshwar lies the birthplace of Lord Krishna. From Bhuteshwar to Gokarneshwar temple, an area also regarded as Saraswati Sangam Tirtha, there are numerous ancient temples dedicated to Goddess Durga. Within the Bhuteshwar temple itself, descending about 60 to 70 steps into an underground cave, one can have the darshan of the goddess known as Pataleshwari. This cave is considered evidence of the antiquity of the Bhuteshwar temple as a center of spiritual practice. It is also believed to be an Uma Peeth. Similarly, the Barsana Shakti Peeth is also famous. In another tradition, Chamunda is identified with the Uma Peeth. Other ancient sacred sites of the goddess in this region include Mahavidya, Saraswati, Yogmaya, and Pathavari. This area, known as Drupot, contains numerous mounds, tanks, ponds, and ruined wells, all of which testify to its great antiquity. Puranic literature provides evidence that the Saraswati river once flowed through this region and merged with the Yamuna. This story of the drying of the Saraswati is extensive and has been the subject of much scholarly research. However, two local traditions of Mathura are particularly noteworthy. First, during the Mathura Parikrama, the Saraswati Kund is held in great reverence. Pilgrims pause there in devotion, and until about 40 years ago, before the water of the Kund dried up, pilgrims would perform Achman. Now, Achman is a ritual sipping of the water. So, they would take some water from that river, from that Kund, and would sip it with reverence. And Marjana, which is also known as a ritual purification, they would do it in this Kund, which is known as the Saraswati Kund. Now there is a forest or an area known as Bahulavan in Mathura, and the seasonal stream flowing from Bahulavan is still called Saraswati Nala by local people. This strengthens the belief that Nandagop took bath in Saraswati at this very place and offered worship to the goddess, for Bhuteshwar itself stands upon the bank of Saraswati. According to Tantra Chudamani, when Lord Shiva carried the body of goddess Sati upon his head, a lock of her hair, or commonly known as Juda, which is the bun as we call it in English, it fell at this place. Therefore, this is regarded as the Mauli Shakti Peeth, meaning one of the basic Shakti Peeths. Bhuteshwar and Chamunda are situated about 1 mile apart. Near Chamunda lies Tila, the spiritual seat of Shesh Ganpati. Thus, Bhairav Bhuteshwar, Chamunda Uma and Uchishta Ganpati together form a triad of Tantric worship. The Tantric scriptures mention that from 51 Shakti Peeths, 51 mother goddesses manifested. Chamunda is revered as the universal mother of the people. Throughout the village of Braj, shrines dedicated to Chamunda are found. Grammarians state that the word Chamunda signifies Brahma Vidya or divine knowledge. In the Markandeya Purana, the name Chamunda is derived from slaying of the demons Chand and Mund. In the Durga Kavach, Chamunda is described as Shavahana, one who rides over a corpse. The corpse symbolizes Shunya or void, which in Tantric interpretation represents Sadashiv. The great Sanskrit poet Banabhatta, in his work Kadambari, gives a detailed description of the temple of Chamunda, which is also known as Chamar or Chamand. Chamunda has been revered since ancient times as the deity of Sabara and Nishad tribal cultures. Even today, in the folk life of Braj, offerings known as Chamar Ben are made for the protection of the cattle. The ritual performed on this occasion is called Chamariya Tantagant by local farmers. These living folk traditions testify to the great antiquity of faith in Chamunda. Thus, the sacred site of Chamunda in Mathura is regarded as an ancient Shakti Peeth, counted as the 51 Mahashakti Peeths of the divine goddess.